Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we destroyed loads of lights, which is pretty much our lot in life, although looking at it now, I think we're pretty much sorted there. There's still the odd chop and change to be done, and oh, it looks like an orderly is being attacked, and that is bad. What's going on there? It looks like an orderly's been knocked out. The psychologist has been knocked out too, and these two people are fighting. We have Adam Totham and Paul Pritchford both fighting each other, and I'm not too sure why. They are carrying a syringe there because they've taken that off that other person. Let's go to guard response in 1, 2, 3 and see if we can get some people in here. And are they going to be fighting each other? Yes, they are fighting each other. Obviously, they're agitation level is going up, and there goes Totham. Totham is now going to destroy stuff. So I've brought all of the guards in here, and for whatever reason they're just standing around not taking out Adam. There we go. It looks like they are taking the unconscious people to the infirmary, which is good. That's what we want. However, it's only the okay, so it looks like it's only the orderly that can sedate them. There you go, they're now sedated, so the orderlies have managed to sort that, but the guards, by the look of it, do not want to intervene in that. Interesting. Good opener to the episode and a good primer to what we will probably see. Let's go over to staff and then to the orderlies and go 1 and then 2. And yeah, I think that would be quite good. Anyway, in this episode, I need to make a couple of additions and changes and then progress on to build probably another cell block at minimum. Let's go over to our objects, scroll into this area and then place a phone booth in there because I forgot to re-enable it. I actually moved it, but it was there, and then I forgot to move back to there. We also need to go over to walls and doors, and then to a visitor door, and make sure we place a visitor door. Where do I want to place a visitor door? Probably in here would be acceptable. This is so that the, yes, there you go, spiritual leader will go through this area and in that way rather than around there, although I don't know if that is going to happen. Let's go over to our, where would it be, deployment, and then to visitor direction, and I'll bring the visitor direction in and around like so, and then prompt them so that basically if they want to head into this area, they will always, if they can, use this route. Mailroom, no. Don't need to be in there. What's that? Classroom, no. In there, yes, that is fine. We don't have any visitors coming to the common room, and that should be about right. Oh, and also in there too. And oh, orderly, no problem. Thought it was a prisoner there. That's sorted. And let's go and do the same thing on this side. So deployment, visitor direction, and then up, across, and then down, and then up here, and then basically it's in there. They don't go any further than that. So they'll always try to prioritize that direction. In this particular case, they have to use that side anyway, so it's not too much of a problem. The problem that we may encounter is that when they want to come back, they won't want to go against this line, so they'll actually go out and round that way, but we'll see how we get on. And is that the wrong flooring there? I think it might be flooring and then Sulaco, and then yeah, that is probably a bit better. There we go. Okay, so once that's in, we've got that one sorted. Let's put some lighting in this area because it is quite dark in the laundry. Is that the only lights that we really need? Well, we probably need some lights in visitation because it is indeed quite dark. I don't know if I want to put them on either side. I think that would be not a great idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then like that. And oh okay, so I've already placed it on the other side. So instead what we'll do is place it in there. That should be alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's no middle ground. So that should hopefully light the rest of that up. And when we clone it, what we'll do is extend it so we clone all the way around the outside. There's been actually a suggestion to alter these visitation areas. Instead of having it like we have now, what we do is have like a walkway in here, then they go through the middle, and we have visit tables on either side. So we'd have, say, that, and then it would be something like that. And then that means you have prisoner on that side, prisoner on that side, and then all of this here. So we'd have a wall across there. That would be set to visitor. That would be set to visitor. Then the middle is where you've got your prisoner bit. That's actually not too bad. I don't mind that. The problem is that it's going to be very expensive. Each one of those tables is 10 grand. And also, do we really need the capacity? I don't think we do. Not yet. at least we know now that we can build it if we need to. Excuse me. So if we need to build it, we can do that. We can make those changes. So that's good to know. And I've just realised that that light there is going to be dismantled. I'm going to put it on the other side simply because having it there would be quite bad. Means that we can't extend the laundry machines along. So you can see we do have some people shouting for luxuries. They will not be able to buy things like that in the shop. And I've just realised that that person there is agitated. There are no free cells for the prisoner. There are free cells for the prisoner. There is padded solitary cells over there. This is what happened in the previous one. Let me go to end punishment there, because otherwise they'll pretty much sit there and do nothing. I'm going to check that out in a moment. It's also connected to, I guess the fact that this hasn't got radiators in, which I do need to sort out. There's also no heating in this room and in these rooms too. That was one of the plans for this episode, but why didn't they go there? So checking over at deployment, we can see that that is definitely not set to staff only or anything like that, nor is any of these changed up to what they need to be. That is fine. That is definitely a padded solitary cell with the door there. It is definitely designated as such. Let's go over to rooms and then to the padded solitary cell. I'm going to remove all of that and then redesignate it as such. It is a legitimate room. You see, it hasn't changed the designation of that, so that is fine. That should work. So I'm not too sure why they were not able to go there. If we check our policy, we definitely have solitary set. We did do that, so I'm not too sure why that is the case. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to go over to our reports and check out our grants and take a loan out up to 72 grand. Go over to quick build cloning, and we're going to clone this entire room, or this entire cell block, which is about 50 grand there, although yes sir, it actually is counting it based on the foundation that's already in place. So if we had to put it here, then it would cost some more. Now I'm tempted, very tempted, to do the left hand side one first, because that will allow me to then put the plumbing and heating in the rest of the rooms, because we'll have the distance, whereas if we don't, then that would be quite bad. So let's place it in, do we need to do that? No, let's place it in there, because we need to build from the right to the left. I think that's reasonable. So let's see exactly what happens. Obviously that's going to cost quite a bit of money and take some time to build. We did hire some more workers. We have 12 workers in total. In terms of guards, not that many. We have a total of 10 regular guards, 3 dog handlers, no armed guards, and obviously we still have the armory there, but there's no real great requirement for that. In terms of orderlies, it doesn't say up there, which is a shame. Orderlies, it does say in here though 10. So we have 10 orderlies in total for a total of 20 prisoners. Don't know if that's a good ratio, but we'll see how we get on with that one. That's all of that stuff being built there. That is fine. While we're waiting for that to go ahead, we're going to go over to our patrols. I'm going to set a dog patrol around the new cell block. There we go. There's the patrol route, and then we go to assign dog handlers and assign that one there. We'll be doing a shakedown in this episode, tonight. In fact, that's quite important. And what on earth is happening there? Adam Totham, 20, agitated. They are busy air punching. Okay, but they're not actually hitting anyone, which is important there. Pritchford is in their cell because, well, you saw what happened over there. There was some fighting, but it was strange that no one could be brought over there. Let me double check, actually. Yeah. There is food distribution on that one, so I don't know why that didn't work. Very strange. So waiting for all of this to be put in. It will place in the radiators, but it won't place in, for some reason, the boilers. I'm guessing because the boilers are utilities, but we'll see how we get on there. Checking over in the centre. Looks like we've got prisoner Russell there, who is slightly agitated, just running around. The rest of the prisoners seem to be okay. Double checking needs. There is a high need for literature and high need for luxuries. Many prisoners enjoy a bit of luxury from time to time. You can help them out by building a shop in your prison and a bit of money in the process. Prisoners who meet this need less likely to cause trouble. There's no downside for ignoring it. It is a prison after all. Well, we can't build a shop. Well, we can, but they don't have any money to buy anything, so there's no point. However, mailroom and library, I agree. If we build those, it would be better. So, walls and doors, You tiny wall. 1, 2, 3, then 4. And, Pritchford has been brought to the padded solitary cell. I'm going to end their punishment. Excuse me. Reason for that being, I don't want them in that room. It is very cold. You can see there's suppressed effects, which is good. And there's a warmth need. We don't have the very dangerous level that we had on previously. On previous series we did it so that if they get cold, then it's possible for them to die. Let's go for a shakedown. It is 0 out of 35 places. I'm guesstimating the majority of these places will be searched, and we'll find that most of it will have the stuff being thrown in from the wall on the left hand side. Let's see if that is the case. 24 hours, that was thrown in, that was thrown in, that was thrown in, thrown. That one was found then hidden, thrown. Yeah, you get the idea. There's a couple of the odd ones that were stolen, so what was that stolen there? Some poison was stolen from there. And that syringe there is shown because we saw what happened there, didn't we? Okay, understandable. Danger level is going up. You can see Totem is fighting there. They do not want to be searched, which is understandable. There are no free cells for this prisoner. I profoundly disagree. And also, you can see prisoner Barry here is very aggravated. They're running around and they're actually faster than the orderly. Criminally insane, depressed, claustrophobic and extremely stoical. Yes, they're actually faster than the orderly, and then they're finally back inside their cell. I'm going to stop the shakedown now. And now they're getting sedated. Why are there no free cells for that prisoner? Oh, I think I know why. That might work now. I think it might have been cell quality rating. That's free, that's occupied, that's fine. But room quality. Now, hang on. These have a quality. Yep, that's understandable because we can put all of the extra stuff in based on the programs we run there. But these don't have it because I've just turned it off. If I turn it on, it seems to not work at all. So padded solitary cells don't have room quality, is that what it's telling me? So why has that prisoner not got anywhere for them to go? So let's just assign them there, see if it works out. I don't think it will, but we'll see. We've still got loads of prisoners. Places for them, rather. There are no free cells for this prisoner. I have no idea what that's all about. Anyway, we still have the rain, 4 degrees C, not too much of a problem. There is our intake there. Well, let's double check on the informants. We can see all of your typical ones. We have to go around, really. James Cadwell, age 26. Criminally insane, fearless, insomniac, sickness, addict, and psychopath. Outbreaks, depressed, claustrophobic, addict, sickness, hyperactive, psychopathic, extremely stoical. I wonder what would happen if... I wonder what would happen if we had the extra traits on. Now that would be very, very strange. It seems like danger level is going up. I'm going to double check why. Comfort need is going up. Yeah, prisoners haven't been escorted to their cells yet because the cells ain't properly built. Neither is the food being delivered there too. Oh no, it's starting to be delivered. That's fine. So we'll probably go ahead and hire in. Actually, what I'll do first is reduce our bank loan by a little bit. And I will hire 4 more cooks. So danger level slowly going down. That's good. This still not built. Don't want to place anything in there in case it glitches out. In terms of our grants, we now should be able to get crackdown on drugs. That is completed straight away. That's remove all drugs in the facility. So we picked it up. We got the... How much was that? Grant completion 15 grand. Yeah, I don't think there was a pickup. We'll decrease the bank loan once again. We've only got 8 grand, but it's fine. Means our daily cash flow is quite good. Obviously, ooh, this hill there with a bit of sedation level. And where they're off to? Where are they off to? Paul Hill. They had some strange behaviour there. Psychopathic. Prisoners are much more dangerous and unpredictable than other prisoners. Perhaps. Let's go over to our programs. Alcoholics group's getting ran, although I'm guessing the psychologist or psychiatrist? Yeah, psychologist is a bit hesitant to do that simply because the last time they got their head beaten against a weight bench. Speaking of weight bench, I know people have been recommending rotating it around. There is no rotating it around to the other side. You can have left or right. There's no up as far as I can tell. I mean, I'll place it there to see what happens. Actually, I just won't, because quite frankly, we've got other things to be getting on with. So, lighting on there's fine. Psychiatrists come back. Psychiatrist ability average. Upgrade the psychiatrist's office to improve their ability. All criminals and inmates require regular one-on-one psychiatric consultation sessions with a psychiatrist. Add psychiatric consultation sessions via the programming menu, and they have a staff key. What was that? Oh, looks like Benjamin Chappell was... It says 7 days without incident, so I don't know if that means like a criminal incident. Why have they got a food tray in there? And there's also fighting happening here as well. Pritchford once again. So they were attacked by the guard. I'm guessing that's because they attacked the guard first. Let's have a quick look and see what it says. Destruction, escape attempt, attack prisoner, attacked staff. Attacked staff, yeah. So they did try to attack the staff. Okay. So power station level is good. Let's run in our electrical cable. It will be running down to there and then running to there. Same thing for the pipe work. We'll have a large pipe go into there, large pipe go into there, and then the water boilers will be placed like so, 1 and then 2, and then it's all of the water pipe. I'm going to unpause it while I wait for this to crack on, because quite frankly there's a lot to do here. And then a hot water pipe is across and then down. Same thing for the other side. It's across and down. Just connect it up where we can. We'll have to double up on some of the pipe as well in here. It's not a problem. And there we go. That should be all of the utility connections in. It'll take quite a while, and I'm guessing that that's going to pretty much max this power station out now. We've added 2 extra water boilers. Ooh, a potential tunnel. Probably erroneous. The Hattie, the guard dog, Hattie the direwolf, did not smell it going past there, and realistically it would go up. So I'm not too worried about that. There's Ed Sandy, who is going to get a search because quite frankly they were wandering around over here and there's really only one reason to go over there. Looks like Paul Pritchford is still being treated. Wow. And then they stopped. They will be taken over to solitary. In fact, there you go. They are being moved over to solitary. Exactly what we expected. How have we got? 1 hour... so they've attacked staff. That's their recent misconduct there. Solitary, 1 hour 45 minutes. I'm going to let them go through that. It's only a small amount of time without heating. And it's 7 degrees C, so it's, you know, it's shorts and sandals weather, really. So that's no problem. The majority of prisoners are being well behaved, which is excellent. As you can see, lots of stuff to place in the new cell block, including some deployment. Let's go to Magenta Patrol. I'm going to place our orderlies in here. We haven't got any scheduled work time for them. I don't think we need to do that. I think that's unnecessary at this stage. So, do we need to increase the amount of cookers and fridges in here? At the moment, I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll check the needs. Obviously, the needs for these prisoners will be going up. Yeah, warmth. There's loads of warmth need. I don't believe it's a critical need. Warmth is currently medium. No one wants to be cold all the time, but nature doesn't really care about that. Adding radiators to your prison will keep your buildings warm enough to stop this becoming a problem. So it doesn't seem like there is a critical need there. What I'm going to do, by the way, is just remove the planning for these doors, because it only removes one of them even if you've got a double door. And I've just realised that it... Oh, actually no, my mistake. Open that up and then open that up. I was going to say the automatic door openers haven't been placed on these two areas, but we don't actually have automatic door openers set to them anyway, so that's fine. There is a stack of 3 food trays. I'm guessing some of them have been damaged or something in, well, probably a kitchen marathon incident, as we can see here. At least these are all in. It's interesting to run the game with no fog of war and making it so you only get half the dirt being deposited. It just makes it look better. And I wouldn't say it removes a lot of the challenges. Did Dan Speed just punch a toilet there? Destruction. Lockdown. Yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't the toilet. They damaged the drain. Yeah. See, we do have these little bits like that where they'll just go over that first bar, that first level of the agitation, and then run around. Whereas we've only very rarely seen them go to the very highest levels, which is something obviously we're trying to avoid at all costs, really. So, still waiting for the rest of this to be placed. Obviously all the workers are cracking on there. Let's speed up to faster speed to let them do that. Danger level is increasing because 7 prisoners have serious complaints. That's slowly going down. Okay, I'm guessing it's, yeah, the warmth. There is now a critical warmth need, although radiators on this side have been placed and we're placing on the other side now. So that should start to go down. I'm not too concerned there. Just going to go over to deployment and staff only and just make these 2 areas staff only because, well, it should be. Just something I hadn't done previously. We are going to receive 9 criminally insane inmates shortly. Double checking our grading. 2 prisoners have been released. So I'm still not entirely sure why we have this very strange, like, prisoner disappearances. Pharmacological dual treatment, drug addiction, 1 in the queue. Start that then. Behavioural therapy, there's 1 in the queue. We can't actually start behavioural therapy because we don't have anywhere for them to be. Like, this is where the behavioural therapy takes place, but that's inside the staff-only area. I'd have to have a separate room for that. And we have the psychiatric consultations on the go anyway, so that's not too much of a problem. Loads of people have joined the alcohol group therapy, which I was going to say is a good thing. I mean, it is on average a good thing. It would be nice not to need the alcoholic group therapy, but the fact that we do have that need and we are running it is good. Spiritual guidance, 20 finished, 13 passed with a 65% pass rate, but no one else wants it to be ran. So I'll stop that for now. And no parole hearing. But they do seem to get parole. They have a reoffending chance. So I would assume that they do go through parole, but maybe that is not the case. You can see that that prisoner's served 0.9 years of 1, so they'll be leaving shortly. 0.3 years of 1, same there. I really want to keep an eye on them. You can double click on them, and it follows them. I wonder when they'll leave. I want to see what happens. Because it might say... Normally it'll say underneath, like, left or paroled or whatever. Where are they running now? Where are they running now? For some reason they're running in here. Benjamin Pierce. What? Why are they running? They're going to another cell? They are. But then they're going to be sedated. I have no idea what that was about. But they should leave the prison shortly. We'll keep an eye on them for a couple of minutes. What they're in for, anyway. Blackmail, fraud, drunken disorderly behaviour. There is some agitation across some of these prisoners here. Actually, there's a fair amount of agitation among these prisoners. I wonder why. Probably best on hiring some more orderlies at this stage. There's 4 more orderlies. We've already hired the cook, so we don't need any more than that. And where are they going now? They're now going in here with their... Okay, that must be a bug. They're now doing a reform program. So they're going through their reform program. So the attendance is going up, so sex attendance is going up. That'll be the drug rehabilitation, I'm guessing. But they took their food tray with them. And then back to their cells. Let's double check. Grading. 2 prisoners are being released, definitely. Daily cash flow is going up. That's fine. Good bank balance. It's strange that they go between the different canteens and such. They seem to be hanging around in the centre. Not too sure why. There we go. Served 1.0 years of 1 year, but still not to the end. I understand, by the way, that this is not the most riveting of viewing, but we're trying to figure out this mystery of prisoners disappearing. Because we've had several intakes, but we've run no paroles, no escapes, and at the moment, only 2 prisoners, according to the prison grading, has been let go. So how we can then receive some more, I don't know. I'm wondering what happens when it goes to max out. Let's max out that speed. Come on. It's going up. Oh, hang on, where are they going? Where are they going? In here. That's okay. It's only going to be another day, if that. Half day, maybe. By the time they go. See this bar's going up. Once it gets to the end, we'll see what happens. Released. Right? That definitely says released. Okay. Grading. 2 prisoners are being released. You see them leave. And... gone. Prisoner intake goes up. Grading says 3. And the mystery goes unresolved. Right, over to... that was a... I believe, to quote Bill Bailey, a long stroll down a windy beach to a cafe that was closed. Basically trying to say that, yes, we did that and it didn't work out and it was sort of pointless. No, I don't think it was pointless, but it didn't get to the end of what we were trying to accomplish, of trying to find out why on earth some of these are going missing. People have suggested many things in the comments, to no avail, sadly. I mean, I could go around these and check to see if there's anyone very close to being released. But, see, there's the, like, parolee bit. Yeah, there are some prisoners that are very close to being released. But we are going to focus on building for this part. So over here, we can see that we have the, what is it, the mailroom. So it's all dark, so I can't see anything. Let me go over to the light here. I'm going to place lights in there, and then there. That's cloning pretty much what we've got over there. It's the same straight copy. So, the mailroom requires sorting desks and tables. So, the sorting desks we will place in 1 and then 2 And then the tables will place 1 and then 2. That is fine. The next one is a library, which requires a similar thing. It requires a sorting desk, which we'll place in... Have those been placed in the right orientation? They have. There and then there. Followed by the library shelf. It says bookcase, but it's not a book. It's the same thing, really. Do I want to place it this way? What if we place it like that? That's a bit better for us. And then finally we have the classroom, I believe that is. Yes, school desk and office desk. So, we'll place an office desk in the top. Oh, does it really matter? Place it up there. And then finally we'll place all of our school desks, which we'll have in like so. The game does require us to build classroom and build 20 school desks. We're not going to do that. It's just no real point in doing it. In terms of our grants, there should be tool cleanup. Have at least 40 prisoners. Ah, right. We don't have at least 40 prisoners. We have some prisoners, just not that amount. Right, I'm going to max this out, go over to deployment and make sure that these are set to staff only. It makes sure that the staff will then use all of these. There is the build a classroom dingling noise, and we don't have, sadly, anything in there for that. We don't get half the grant. It's a completion grant. But that's now set. I'm not assigning any prisoners to work in there. There is no strange. There is Benjamin Chappell, once again, status agitated with injured there, and they're spending 4 hours in the solitary, attacked prisoner and serious injury. Let's have a quick look and see if there's anyone that's hurt. Yes, it looks like there is someone being treated over here. That is Paul Pritchford. Wow, they, for some reason, have a bit of a problem with each other. Interesting. Anyway, we are going to leave it there. Next episode, we will crack on and probably get this cell block done. Take a grant out, get that put in. What I also want to do is put in these 2 psychologist office, the yards, and I know I said I was going to do this episode, but haven't got around to it. That's putting in the heating. So if we go over to our logistics and temperature, you can see that all of this is really cold. We need heating in, well, in here, in these areas, and then along the bottom, and certainly over here as well. So we'll see how we get on. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.